would you hire Dabo Swinney to coach your team? I'm genuinely asking this question because for a guy that does not want to spend money on players, does not want to use the portal, does not want to give the control or the influence to players. I am really curious when you are Clemson and you are making far less money than Louisville, when you are making less money than North Carolina, when you are making far less money than Miami, Notre Dame, you're making far, far less money than Florida State. What is it that Dabo Swinney brings to the yard that makes you believe that, oh, this is the guy I have to have?
What's so bad about our program? What's so bad about it? Like, what's so bad about the worst season that we've had 14 years? How many programs in college football would sign up for one, and only once, 14 years of 9 wins? How many programs would sign up for that? And the playoffs, so we all talk about, we've been 7 times in 10 years. Who can say that? If we stink because we haven't played for the national championship since January of 20, well, I guess we stink. If they want me gone, if they tired of winning, they can send me on the way, because that's all we've done is win. So if they tired of winning, we've won this league 8 out of the last 10 years. Is that not good? I'm just asking, is that good? I don't know if that's good or not. To win your league 8 out of 10 years, to go to the playoffs 7 out of 10 years, to be in 4 national championships, win it twice. Yeah, we're a little down right now. Take your shots, but I got a long memory, in case y'all don't know.
So now we're threatening people with a long memory. I don't understand. I guess if you're Dabo Swinney and you want to live in 2016 and 2018, I guess if you're Dabo Swinney and you want to be okay with getting absolutely pile driven last year in the first round of the college football playoff, when you want to, just be thrilled, losing college football playoffs. And I understand that you went in 2016 and 2018 and you won. And you went back in, I think, 2019 and you lost. You haven't been that same guy since 2019. And I just say you got absolutely boat raced by Texas last year.
We built this program on NIL.
And you're off to a horrendous start. And now you're threatening reporters with long memories because you don't want to be asked what's wrong with your football team.
Program.
Somebody explained to me, and again, I know I'm stupid and I don't get it, and I should love Big Noon Kickoff, and, you're just a dickhead. I totally get it. But last time I checked, you've lost to Georgia Tech and LSU. Congratulations on that win against Troy. You're 1-2, and people aren't supposed to ask what's going on with your football team. Jake, I don't get it because I guess I just don't love this guy enough.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the arrogance is the thing that's very apparent here. I mean, listen, I understand that having success in the college football playoff era is definitely something to be celebrated and as time goes on, not forgotten. But the reality is this is a what have you done for me lately business, and Dabo hasn't done a damn thing lately, and the absolute tardiness in embracing NIL and the portal and just the whole thing is on full display. And again, as I always joke, like, you haven't been that guy since you had Fivehead, and Fivehead's been in the league a minute now, and I look at Dabo and I say, dude, like when you say things like, hey, is it not good enough that we've won the league 8 out of the last 10 years or whatever? Like, Yeah, great, dude. You won the ACC 8 out of the last 10 years. Knock yourself out. Nobody cares because nobody cares about conference championships anymore, man. It's very simple. Are you winning national championships or are you not winning national championships? And not only are you not winning national championships, you're not even getting out of the first round right now. So, would I hire Dabo as my head coach? I don't know. I guess that depends on the situation. He certainly wouldn't be my first choice. I can tell you that right now. His nonsense in this press conference about how he's got thick skin because he spent 13 years in Tuscaloosa. Like, shut up, dude. Like, you may have spent 13 years in Tuscaloosa or whatever, but that doesn't mean that you're Nick Saban. And I can appreciate, dude. I genuinely I can appreciate the fact that you were the anti-Alabama in the first half of the CFP decade, if you will, the first portion of the CFP era, because that's what he was, dude. He was the anti Nick Saban guy. He was the alternate option to win a national championship at one point. It was them, it was Bama, and then Kirby came onto the scene. And that's what frustrates me is that you did spend all that time in Tuscaloosa, but you didn't take any of the lessons from Nick Saban in Tuscaloosa.
100%.
You didn't take the lesson of like, hey, it takes what it takes, and right butts on the right seats on the bus, and like, it's not just what you did for me 10 years ago, it's what did you do for me lately, and like you're really sitting here talking a bunch of junk in your press conference after you got run by Georgia Tech. Like, what? Like, what
and
do you mean,
being
dude?
upset. And again, it'd be different if it was BK at LSU, right? Because I think we all understand LSU 3-0, but you didn't look great against Florida. But you're 1-2, Dabo. There is every single reason to believe that you have problems, and Cade Klubnik ain't that dude, right? Like, there's every reason to believe that. And yeah, Dabo's milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, Fat Jesus. Good to see you, dude. Hope you're doing well. Jake telling Dabo to shut up. Seriously.
Well, it just bothers me. Like BK is a good example, dude. Like, Brian Kelly, what have you done for me lately? Well, you're off to a better start this year, right? Like, you're off to a good start. Okay, great. Perfect. Like, I understand why he was a little frustrated with the question. And I also understand why he then apologized for what he said. Like, at least I can understand that. But this is just different. This is like, why are you talking? Why am I getting some preacher vibes out of Dabo about that you've won the ACC 8 out of the last 10 years? Like,
but
dude,
again,
what are we doing?
I tell you to compare this Brian Kelly thing, because you guys remember Brian Kelly yesterday, right?
Brian in the back. I know you love these immediate post-game sessions, but what are you seeing with your offense?
Stop. Really? Is that the first question? We won the game 20-10. Try another question. What do you want me to tell you? I just laid it out for you.
He apologized for that outburst today. That did not stop Frank Scelfo at Southeast Louisiana from having a little fun with it.
Yeah, I'm going to appreciate everybody being here. I know I look like probably the reporter that asked Brian about the run game this past weekend. That guy's ticked me off already, right? All he's going to do is piss off the head coach at LSU by can't run in the football and he's going to play us. That's awesome, right? But I had a procedure done, so I'm doing fine, doing great. Looking forward to everything.
See, that's well done right there, dude.
Oh, that is so good. And again, I like coaches that talk. I am a big fan of 9 out of 10 of these guys. I am not a fan, but do you see the difference? Like when we look at a guy like Brian Kelly, again, this is his brand, right? Brian Kelly going after a reporter. Is that at all surprising?
Not really. No.
No, because we've seen him go nuts on a reporter almost his entire time. It was his thing to do at Notre Dame.
Brian in the back. I know you love these immediate post-game sessions, but what are you seeing with your offense?
Stop. Really? Is that the first question? We won the game 20-10. Try another question. What do you want me to tell you? I just laid it out for you. We played the game to win the game. We played the game to win the game.
All right.
Yeah.
And that's why when I look at this Dabo thing, he's always bitching and moaning as a victim. He is always a victim.
What's so bad about our program?
You are, goddammit. You're what's bad about the program. You won't recruit. You won't spend. You won't portal. Right?
That's different than what you're thinking, though.
And again, I go to Kenny Dillingham.
Pay much attention to that?
No.
And why not?
I don't care. There's teams that are picked 103rd that are some of the top 25 teams in the country this year, and some teams that are some of the top picked in the top 25 that are one of the bottom 103 as well. So, you got to worry about that a little bit at the end of the season. But, when they're picking where you go play and stuff like that after the final game, but you can't control it. Why should we worry about something we can't control?
I love that guy. I knew today would be shitty. Right? I love that guy. Like the history.
I knew today would be shitty.
The history of Kenny. If you're UCLA, call that guy, right? Like if you need somebody, call Kenny Dillingham. This is what drives me crazy about Dabo.
What's so bad about our program?
You are. Man. And then, of course, there's this story on Arch Manning. Because and he's earned every bit of this. And again, I know I am not the only one that has now kind of flipped the script on Arch. But if you were worried about Arch, you can stop worrying about Arch now.
Arch, would you say what you're going through right now is more physical or mental?
Probably mental, to be honest. Like, I think I just need to go out there and play my game. I know the type of athlete and type of player I am. Just go cut it loose and have some fun, play ball.
And I think some of this is really good. Here's a guy who's had an awesome life. He's the way he's grown up, where he played, the school he went to, the people he's been surrounded by. But I think you learn a lot about yourself through adversity and overcoming adversity and getting on the other side of adversity. And so to have some of this adversity that he has right now, and when he gets on the other side of it, I think all of this is going to serve not only well for him, but well for us as a team.
Yeah, tell me that they're not prepared for this. Like, it is incredible to me. That answer out of Arch, it's mental. It's because there's a belief that he's got some upper body injury. Okay, cool. He didn't want to hear about it. And you look at the mental mistakes. What did I say was wrong with Arch yesterday? He's not running the play as it is designed. He's not running the offense as it is designed. He is off script every snap almost. And you just heard him say, I need to go out there and play football. And then you hear Sark say, well, he's had a really great life and he's facing adversity for the first time. For the first time in his life, Arch Manning's not the best quarterback on the field. And I think that speaks volumes about guys like Steve Sarkisian comparing Arch to himself, comparing Arch to Arch. I think it's an incredibly important thing to do. And I think that Arch Manning's incredibly coddled, because when football is the biggest problem in your life, you have a pretty good life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I think that, my biggest concern is they haven't told us anything we don't know, right? I love the way they're handling it. I agree with you. They deserve credit for that. But the problem with the answer of, hey, I need to just go out there and, cut it loose, let it rip, just play my game. The problem is that you're doing that already. Are you not? Are you not?
No, he's not playing. He's not playing within himself at all. He's he's playing hero ball. For all intent and purposes, he is playing. There's no question in my mind that Arch Manning is playing hero ball. And I don't have any doubts about it. Arch Manning is playing hero ball, and I think it is absolutely crippling Texas's offense.
Yeah. Well, I guess we just disagree. I think that the guy needs more reps. I think that he doesn't trust what he sees. I think that he just needs time. And I don't think that he sucks. I think he's got a ton of talent. I think he's going to be a really good quarterback. But I think Sark is right, man. Like, and I agree with what you said. Like, yeah, he has been coddled. Yeah, like he hasn't really had to really battle or like, fight. And
it's been easy his entire life.
Yeah. And so I just think that the hype combined with the path makes it so that, there was inevitably going to be struggle. But I can't in good conscience sit here and be like, yeah, because when Arch says, hey, like I need to play my game, I need to let it rip, like part of me is like, yeah, you have been playing hero ball, but I can't just sit here and ignore the fact that you don't just flip that switch and all of a sudden you look like you just know how to run the offense. Like that's a multiple week, lots of reps. Like you just need more time playing to get comfortable playing at that speed. Cause I don't doubt that he knows the offense. I don't think it's a like lack of knowledge issue. I think it's a speed of the game, trusting what you see, getting a comfort with game reps. Like we have not seen him be comfortable yet. And that's what I think is difficult.
I think I'm just on the other side of it. I look at Arch Manning and I think he's trying to live up to the hype. I think he's trying to make a big play every time he touches the football. And I think we all know the best quarterbacks take what the defense gives them. And it's put his team in a position where they're not winning games because he's making huge mistakes. And we saw that for 2.5 quarters at Ohio State. And we certainly saw it this week against UTEP, having watched that game. He just has not been a good quarterback at all. And I think the pressure, what he has to learn to deal with now, and I think what you heard him talk about there is he's dealing with people questioning his ability to play football.
Yeah.
He's dealing with people questioning his ability to be the quarterback that all of the pundits said he was, that we said he was. He now has to be the number one guy. He isn't coming off the field so Quinn Ewers can get back on. This is his show now. And I don't think he was prepared for the stress of that and the mental side of that. And I think now we're going to find out who Arch is, because after this week, their schedule gets significantly more difficult, as you would hope and as you would believe for an SEC team. You don't get to play. You don't get to play San Jose State and UTEP and Sam Houston. You got to go to the Swamp, and then you got to take on Oklahoma, who's got a legitimate defense in the rivalry game. And you're at Kentucky, and you're at Mississippi State, and Vandy, and Georgia, and Arkansas, and Texas A&M, and it never ends. After Sam Houston, it never ends.
Yeah, I'm playing a lot of teams that got something to play for.
Yeah, I think he hasn't figured that out yet.
Yeah.
So please get a soundbite out of the BK rant. Jake doesn't cut drops anymore. He refuses to add to our arsenal. So, there's nothing. I mean, it may have been. Oh, we do have the apology. There's some pretty good stuff in this BK apology too.
Before I get to the game in Southeast Louisiana, I want to go back to the press conference after the game. I've texted with Mike and offered my apology to him for the way I handled the questioning. I think it's important to understand that my standards relative to how we work with the media on a day-to-day basis need to be higher, and I take responsibility for that, and I'll be better in the future. And understanding also that the way I'm thinking after a game, and we've mentioned this a couple of times in here, the emotions of the game right after it. I haven't watched any film. It's difficult to make those assessments of specifics. And I'm going to defend my team. I'm going to defend my players first and foremost. But having said that, I publicly apologize to Mike.
Shut the fuck up, Donnie.
I'm sorry, but you don't get it. That's essentially what BK said. Yeah, I'm really emotional. I hadn't watched any film, and you guys are stupid, and you're below me. But, I'm sorry I reacted that way.
And no, Mike Smith, I'm not cutting a drop that says I apologize to Mike publicly. That's not happening.
I mean, it is And again, I just go back to
Brian in the back. I know you love these immediate post-game sessions, but what are you seeing with your offense?
Stop. Really? Is that the first question? We won the game 20-10. Try another question. What do you want me to tell you? I just laid it out for you. We played the game to win the game. We played the game to win the game.
All right. How about third down then? What is going on with third down?
It's one game. Last game, we were great on third down. You're looking at this from the wrong perspective. LSU won the football game. Won the game. I don't know what you want from me. What do you want? You want us to win 70-0 against Florida to keep you happy?
No, I think people want to know why you can't run the ball, quite honestly.
We can run the ball. Did you see the last play of the game? That's all you need.
We can run the ball.
Bro did not say, no, Brian. I think people want to know why you can't run the ball. That's a ballsy ass thing to say, dude.
It's amazing to me. I will say the arrogance of both of these guys, Brian Kelly and Mike from jamokeville.com. The arrogance of these two guys going head to head and running their faces into each other is pretty spectacular.
I love that BK's like, yeah, try another question. Okay, how about third down, Brian? What do you think of that?
And to Brian's credit, it is not as though their third down numbers are terrible. And I agree, the media tends to microanalyze things, such as in like ourselves on this show. But, bro, I loved it. I enjoyed every bit of it. And
I think that reporter deserves all the flowers in the world, dude. He was clearly ready, dude. Clearly.
Yeah, I think he was kind of a D-head. You're a D-head, D-head. I think the tone, as usual, tone is a very big deal.
Well, it's how we started it, right? I mean, it's like I said yesterday. Literally, the first thing out of the reporter's mouth is, "Hey, Brian, I know you love these right after the post game, right after the game, media sessions."
Yeah. Stop, Monty. Really, is that your first question? Yeah, you're looking this from the wrong perspective. Totally. You just need one good run at the end of the game, and you need the other quarterback to keep throwing it to your defense. Right? I mean, Sark on Arch, when someone says he was hurt, best soundbite on Sark. Yeah. Who said that? Did Arch say that? No.
I don't take videos of you in the bathroom.
I mean, it's an incredibly difficult job. Let's not even kid ourselves. This is an incredibly difficult job. It just is. It's wild to me that here we are having these conversations about post-game press conferences. I don't know how you do this job without a post-game press conference, but I am telling you now, the post-game press conference, whether you're a coach or a player, there's not a whole lot that goes well. Man. There's not a whole lot that goes well. And you wind up with some bozo with an eye patch making fun of you. They're going to beat the out of Southeast Louisiana. Bro, it is what it is. The funny thing is, Garrett Nussmeier has been fine, but right now I wouldn't take him to win the Heisman Trophy. Right? Yeah. I mean, that in my opinion, I wouldn't take him to win the Heisman Trophy. Right?
Yeah. So, I mean, I think that they haven't looked great the last 2 weeks. So,